Hello, Sam Owens here again, and I'm covering something that you may not have thought of before. Uh, this is a car jump starter made by Foxpeed, and I found that it can do a lot more than just jump cars. Now, you may have never thought about jumping the car, with a dead battery or something, but occasionally it can happen. A lot of people have services, roadside services that you can call and they'll come and get you started. But look at this. It may be a while before that truck shows up. And if you had one of these little devices in your car, you would be able to, within just a matter of a couple of minutes, have this connected to your battery and started and be on your way. So what this amounts to is when you get one of these, it's insurance. You may never need it, but it's right there in the back of the car in your storage area, ready for you when you need it. Uh, the thing that I'm going to cover mostly is that when you have a device like this that you store in your car, it can be used in other ways, like if your power goes out due to a storm or something of that nature, and sometimes it can be out for a few days, and you have to go out to the car, start the car up, and to charge your cell phones and all of your vital communications that you need during those times to reach other people and help and what have you. So if you have this device, you can bring it into the house and you can hook various cords and things to it, charge your computer, listen to the radio or a TV for those vital weather reports and what have you. So it's a power system or a power pack that you can use for long periods of time. This particular unit has 21,000 milliampere hours of capacity. That means that it's got a lot of storage in it. When it's fully charged to 100%, it will last quite a while, will charge a lot of your cell phones and supply power to most of the small things that you need. It will not power your refrigerator or things like that, but small items it can do. With an inverter, like I have here, a small inverter, this is a 300 watt, you can power up small radios and charge up devices that require AC power. Like some of the chargers have an AC adapter, and some people that's all they have. Well, along with your jump starter, car jump starter, you purchase one of these as a backup to your emergency power system. And I'll show you how to connect this in a moment. Now that I went on about it and you haven't even seen the device, I'm going to show you. And I'm going to say right now, if you have two cars in your family, then it would be wise to get two of these. Amazon has them for 79 bucks, which is not a bad price for insurance and for what they can do. But if you have two of them, one for each car, when the various cars are out, they have the emergency jump start equipment with them in case they have a dead battery or something. So, and when the power goes out or you need additional power, you have two of these, which will extend your charging capabilities for a lot longer. Now, they do have to be charged up, and your cars are your device or your source for charging these. You can plug your adapter in, and you can charge your unit up with the motor running of your car. So when it runs down, you will have to recharge them. Okay, let's look at this. Comes in a nice carrying case. It's really nice. Okay, open her up carefully, because there's a storage area right in the top, a little net, and that's where you keep all of the connection devices in there. And then there's a little flip up, and here is the main device right here, which has all of that power. This device can start cars up to 8 liter engines. That's motorhome size. Gas, and diesel, they'll go up to 6.5 liters. So it will cover most of your small cars and up to a motorhome. Okay, and this thing has a flashlight, emergency flashlight. You just push this and hold it, and there's your flashlight. And it's got SOS in case you had to alert someone of an emergency. SOS is the emergency signal, Morse code, indicating you are in distress. And you can see the flashes, 3 short and 3 long, and then 3 short, SOS. And then you go one more click, and you got a strobe in case you need to get attention with a flashing light. Okay, and then you push it and hold it, and it'll go off. Right on the front, you have 2 USB ports to charge your smart devices and iPads and what have you. On the side, you have an adapter, a cigarette lighter adapter that can go right in here and supply 12 volts out of this unit to a plug like this. And that's where this comes in. This is a inverter which takes DC voltage and makes AC right here, 2 AC outlets. And this thing will shut off if the battery voltage gets low. But you only run this long enough to do the needs you need, and then you can turn it off. I turned it on with this switch. You hear the motor running. And then if we want to charge up something like, or actually if we want to run the radio. Okay, I've got a radio right here, and I can plug it in and get the latest news.
Between tradition and innovation when it comes to that care.
That's NPR. They usually have emergency information or what have you, or whatever entertainment system you have. This will power up. Okay, so unplug that. Now here's the other major thing is you have computers, and most of the computers have a AC power cord like this. And so without a inverter, you wouldn't be able to charge your computer up, and a lot of times it would be an important emergency communications device to receive weather, maps, and information of news programs. So you plug this in. I like to turn it off and then plug it in. Okay, you don't have to. Turn it on, and you see right there is my orange light where I'm charging the computer up. So I could get a full charge off of the inverter, which is powered by the Fox-P car jump starter. So you see it's more than just jump starting. So it lays back in the back of your car, but under emergency conditions, this is a vital piece of equipment that you could utilize and have as part of your survival package for emergencies. If I have 2 cars and 2 of these, I even have double the capacity. Okay, we'll turn this off, and I think you can see anything of low wattage up to 300 watts can plug in there. So I'm not sure if a coffee pot would work, but you could try it. What'll happen is if it's too great, the circuitry will not allow it to run. So they protect themselves. You want to limit the amount of stuff, mostly to keep you in communications, to receive vital information, not to make you comfortable on everything. Okay, so those are vital things that it can do. And this is a nice adapter to go along with the USB ports. The USB will allow you to charge all your cables and what have you. If you have a iPhone or an iPad, you have these special cables. You simply plug it in here, and it will supply power this side right into the iPad. And I turn it on by pushing the button, and you can see I have 80% power there, and it immediately turned it on, and it told me that these are too small for you to see, but it tells me USB 2 or 1. This is USB 1, USB 2, and on here the little small print tells you which outlet is being powered. So this will power up this unit. GPS right there. Again, I've got, depending on the type of charger you have that supplies power to your device, it's covered in here. This little deal goes right into there, and you plug this right into there, and it immediately came on, and my battery is charging. Plus I can navigate with this if I had to in emergency conditions. Also, if you are out camping, another great device if you're backpacking or anything, bicycling, and you need an emergency supply of power for your communication devices, this does it. 21,000 mAh will keep you going for your entire camping trip. You may have to find a way to charge it at some point, but it's a little more than 2 pounds, so it's not too great to carry with you in a backpack or something for what it can do. People that are in the northern areas with snow and all of the road conditions that could leave you stranded or something or other, this would be a great backup to have a little something there to keep from running your car battery down trying to charge your cell phone up. This may be that little extra that would get you through that hard time until you received help. So it's got a lot of emergency uses, but I'll let you decide what works for you. I'm just outlining some of the things that you can do with it. And you want to make sure that you carry the cords that you need for your devices and have them stored, even if you have to purchase additional ones. USB cords that will work for you, and keep them as a storage package that you're ready for your emergencies. Especially if you're going camping or you're going in the car taking a trip, and you're in conditions of road hazard or what have you that might leave you stranded for a while. So it's very important to think ahead and have your emergency power supply able to deliver to your particular type of communication devices. So that would be an important part. Without the cable, this is not going to work for you. So it takes a little planning, but just want to introduce it to you. And here is the other main feature of it, but I think this is a secondary feature. You may never use this part of it. And what this does is, this is a voltmeter. You connect the red to your positive terminal of your battery and the black to the negative terminal of the battery, and then it immediately will tell you your voltage. If you've got a battery that just clicks when you try to start it, and you read on here it's 10 volts or 9.8 or something like that, it takes at least 12 volts or 11.8 volts, somewhere along there, to actually start your vehicle. So if you're lower than that, then you're going to need something like this, or someone to come with jumper cables and jump you up. And what this does is, there's a port right here that you flip this cover back, and then this end goes right into there. And I'm not going to do it right now, but when you've got this connected and you're ready, you plug this in and it's ready to go. You don't have to push anything. Go in and turn the key and it should start the engine. You can get up to 20 or 30 starts with this device with 100% charge. You don't want to use it to start the vehicle if it's 50 or less. It just doesn't have enough, and it puts too much strain on it. So you need to keep this charged up if you're carrying in the car for starting the car. There is a instruction manual, or actually they call it a user manual, and you want to read that before you use the product, okay? And it outlines the proper use of starting the vehicle. Okay, I think I've covered just about everything you can imagine that you'll need, and that's what I'm outlining. This is for emergency needs of charging your communication devices that arise during your conditions of travel, in inclement weather, or at home when there's storms and power outages. This is a great device, and more than one will extend your capabilities a lot more, and most of us have more than one car. Okay, I hope this will help you. FoxPeed is the product that I got here, and as far as I'm concerned, it works great, and it's one of the top capacity with 21,000 mAh. That's the top capacity of any of them out there, and it'll start a motorhome with a 8-liter gas engine, so it covers it all. Okay, one of the things we have to cover, and it's very important, is the charging. This is a 3-amp charger right here. It's an AC charger, and it takes a 3-amp to really be able to charge this fast enough. If it's only a 1-amp charger, like a lot of cell phones are, it's going to take a very long time to charge this up. So you need 3 amps or better. And this is a very special cord. It's a Type C cord. And a Type C is a higher wattage cable, allowing it to charge this faster than a regular cable. And here's the charging port right here. You plug that in, and then you plug this into your AC charger. You plug this into an AC wall plug, or if you're in the car, you can take this, plug it into your car, and then plug this into the inverter. And so you would be able to charge your unit up with an AC adapter. Or you can try to get you a cigarette lighter type connector like this, and you can use it. Or you're going to need a AC you're going to need a DC inverter to use this under emergency condition. Under emergency conditions, you may want to get one of these. I got it from Amazon. It's a 4.8 amp delivery, which would work great. And you just plug this in. It's also a battery monitor. It monitors the voltage, so it reads out the voltage on there. And it goes in a cigarette lighter adapter right here. And it would deliver the power to this unit. Okay, so in your car you would plug it into that point, and so that would be another thing that you could have for emergency conditions, to be able to charge the unit up under those conditions. All right, that pretty well covers everything. When I say you need two, I purchased two myself. Well, actually, one of them I was sent by Foxpeed. They wanted me to make a video showing the use of the car jump starter portion of this, which I did. But I liked it so much once I found out what it could do, and this emergency application, I bought one more for myself and my second car. I have two cars, so I'm going to carry one in each car, and then pull them out when I run into a problem. I can also use them when we go camping and we're dry camping. Two of these will work really great when we go in our motorhome for traveling. Sometimes we do dry camping where there's no electricity or anything. This will really do the job. So if you're an RVer or a camper, you need these.